How's it going, everybody? Jody in here, and I'm back with episode 31. 31 episodes. Holy crap. Of our Skyblock series. Is that as many episodes as we have had in the Farming Simulator series? It might be close. It might be close. So, back to live streaming. I got a live stream going. I had some free time today for the live stream, so I decided away we go. Now, I was planning on running it earlier today. However, I had some stuff come up, and so I was like, okay, where can I factor in when this live stream is going to take place? And you know, for 4:30 to maybe about 6 to 6:30, somewhere in there. So maybe a couple hours, and boom, here I am. So there is some stuff we want to start off with. First of all, I want to kind of not make that as plain as it is. It looks like the head of a bullet. That's what it looks like. It just looks like the head of a bullet sitting on the ground. I want to maybe put a deck off of one of its sides. Probably this side, a little deck, and it was decided at the end of last episode that it might look good if there's a pylon with a spyglass on it. This spyglass here. So it might look good if there's a spyglass on top of a pylon. How you guys spelling pylon these days? Or maybe it's not a pylon. Maybe it was, what was it? No, it wasn't pylon. It was altar? No. It was something else. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But anyways, so I need to build a deck. So we have a white structure, we have a polished cut diorite structure, the roof is made out of forest planks. I don't think I want to make the deck out of forest planks, because that would be just way too much yellow. So, perhaps, I'm going to take a couple of these stone bricks. I will take, maybe we'll just go straight up oak. What else? What other woods do we have? What other woods do we have here? We have kind of a lot of woods. We could go with a dark oak, even. That would look alright, or spruce. Spruce might look even better than the dark oak. So let's take some spruce here, and we'll go spruce up this building. The reason I only grabbed one log is because I already knew that I would have to come over here and do this. So it's not a huge shock that I'm, you know, that I needed more. Okay, and we bottomed it out, so we'll change this back to leaves, and we will just let it do its thing. Although it's not going to do its thing because it has cobblestone loaded in. That's fine. Whatever. It'll eventually get back to it. Okay. I'm just going to throw this stuff I don't need away. I don't need you, don't need you. We'll leave one of those here. Now. Yes, I hear you, kitty. We'll take a crafting table. I'm going to need a door. So what do we have for doors that are kind of interesting? We do have a bamboo door, which I kind of like. Maybe we'll go with the bamboo door up there. And I may need the polished cut diorite as well. I might need some of that because I do believe we're going to be busting through a window, and that's not going to work for a doorway. Yeah. Okay. So, we will get our little butt over here and make our deck right up there. So we're going to start off by breaking some of these down. And breaking some of them down even more. I think it sticks in the middle, blocks on the outside. Yes. I'm not really worried about how much I make, because I'll find a use for them somewhere in this village later on. So it doesn't really matter how much I make at this moment. Then we'll do some maybe eight passes. 48. That should be plenty, I would think. Okay, now we have to start here and go along like this. Maybe one more. Like so. Okay, I want to put a double there, just to make it sort of look like it's got some reinforcement to it. And then we'll put a double here. We'll bring this down with the posts. And at the bottom here, which is embedded into the ground, we'll put those. So it looks like it's on firm soil, you know? Now, we have to go up, so let's use our blocks, because I don't want to let the I don't want to let him out. Wait a minute. Okay, that is the right guy. I was like, did you go and change on me, you little bugger? Slight confusion. Well, not confusion, slight problem. I don't want to have this come out there. This come out here. Because I want to have like this. Then that'll be fine, because then if I come across the front like this, it'll tie it in from down below, at least the appearance. It'll tie in the appearance from down below. Put this railing across here, and we're good. Okay, now we have to take care of this wall, because obviously we can't have glass in the middle of a doorway. So I am thinking we can have a doorway. Yeah, you come on out here and hang out. You can either come out or you can stay in. Just don't do both. Okay, so if we put that there, whoops. If we put that there, we can keep the doorway. Or I should say we can keep part of the window, and we can put in the doorway at the same time. So we'll do that, and now he's got his little deck on the outside here where he can come and hang out. I almost think I want to put his cartography table out here, but that's not how it's going to go. Okay, I do also want to put a railing here just so he does not jump off the edge here, you know, constantly hurting himself. Because they're sometimes like that. Okay, so you're alright here, buddy? That's good. We have a little deck on his house now, and he should be happy with that. So we'll take our spellbook again. Just do a little jumpy here to get on the outside, and we'll place some blocks to safely navigate our way down without killing ourselves. Okay, so we got a little deck added to it. It's not really much, but it does kind of get rid of the plain ordinary look of the tower itself. Maybe I should have picked a lighter wood. Yeah, it'll be fine. Nothing's perfect. Especially when I'm building it. Alright, So we'll put all that stuff back. We'll keep our crafting table just handy. Now, we need the pedestal. That's what it's called. We need the pedestal, and I think it's this one. I think this one just lets you put items on it. And then we'll make the spyglass. Okay. And let's test it here before we go and place it. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. That is exactly how I want it to work. So we'll leave one of them here, and we'll take one of them with. And we'll head on back up to see our friend. Okay, I do not want you to be able to use this to get off the edge, so we'll just put it right there. There. Now it looks like he's a full-blown examiner of the galaxy. Yeah. Yeah, build myself some stairs down. Alright. So he's got his little spyglass up there now. He's got his cartography table down here, so he can do his work. It sounds like he's working very well. We still got the door blocked because I want, like I said, I want all these villagers to register not only with their beds, but with their tables before I let them out. Because I think, like I said, I'm going to have chaos. If I've got a whole pile of villagers over here, every time I put up a building, there's going to be a villager take a job, and there's going to be a villager take the bed. And odds are, it's not going to be the same villager. So, I kind of want to lock them in their houses until I have the village all settled up. And our remaining villagers are just kind of hanging out over here while we get the building set up. So, or while we get their building set up, I should say. So the next building, I do want to get the fish hut going, because I think that's probably the next one that should go up. We have the little pond here, and I think the fish hut would be a nice addition to this little pond area. So we'll get the fish hut here. I don't know if I'll be able to put something between them. Maybe. We'll see. But I do want the fish hut here. Now, with the fish hut, I'm kind of picturing a bamboo structure. I do like bamboo. It's kind of interesting to play with because it has varying directions when you get down to it. The block patterns don't always line up depending on the block you're using. So I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of bamboo. Problem with bamboo is, as you can see, we don't have a number for it. There is no EMC number on bamboo. I don't know if that was on purpose, or, you know, if they just forgot it. There is no EMC number on bamboo. So all the bamboo structures I'm going to have to do by crafting, or actually growing, I should say, bamboo. Right now we have 12. That's not going to cut it. As you can see, how many it took just to make one block. So we are in the shade, and we're back to twerking bamboo again. As you don't remember, we started this game twerking bamboo. This did not look like this at all. It didn't look anywhere near anything like this. for those who have not seen the earlier episodes, um, this was a wooden structure where I had a machine that would convert bamboo into dirt, and we grew bamboo like there was no tomorrow until we could finally automate the damn stuff, or automate some stuff. And that machine is over there right now, making our dirt. I know I just went over there and got wood out of it. That's just kind of a side play to that machine. That machine's actual main purpose is dirt production. So here's production. So we started out with. We started out with bamboo, grinding bamboo to get dirt, and then we moved on to, now we're grinding stone to get dirt. Well, we're not really grinding stone. Well, we are. We're taking stone, converting it into. We're taking stone, we're converting it into leaves through a process of transmutation. Those leaves are being fed down to a system down below, where it is being composted into dirt. And that's basically how we're getting dirt now. With that said, we got a lot of bamboo now. So we can do some bamboo work. Excuse me. I'm kind of thinking dock. Kind of thinking dock. Kind of thinking. Elevated or ground level. I think maybe elevated. Maybe elevated. Maybe. Although if you look at all these guys are all ground level. Well, that guy's not. And that guy are not. Those three buildings are not ground level. These two buildings are. Ground level works. But it's very what's the word I'm looking for? Boring? Very boring. Ground level works, but it's very boring. And this is a little pond right now, but I do want to expand it that way. I want to take this pond, I want to expand it out that way. So, because right now nothing can spawn in this pond. The pond, as far as I can tell, the pond is too small for anything to spawn in it. We're not getting any squids, we're not getting any fish. Absolutely nothing is spawning in this pond. Now, it could be our biome. We're in plains, so I would think we would still get fish. I would think we would get like the salmon and whatnot. I just think the body of water is too small for it. So by expanding the body of water, hopefully that'll start spawning natural critters like the salmon, maybe the squiddies, that kind of stuff, you know. But as is, I believe it's too small, so we'll have to expand it out. But anyways, I'm gonna need food again here in a minute. Let's take our blocks of bamboo here. You know what? Let's make bamboo planks. Oops. And what was I seeing? I was seeing something. Oh, trapdoor. There's a bamboo trapdoor. Interesting. I did not know that. I didn't know there was a bamboo trapdoor. That opens that opens a few decoration possibilities, for sure. But let's start off our building here. I kind of want to. I don't really want to make it much bigger than. I don't want to make it much bigger than these. As far as this direction, so I want to kind of keep it, kind of keep it tame. Let's line up the posts like that. So this is lined up with that. Okay. Our dock will come off of here. Our floors are going to be at this level. And I think raising it off the ground is going to be a nice little look. You want to hide under there, buddy? You go right ahead. I think that'll be a nice little look. Okay. Okay. Love the sound of the bamboo when you're like walking on it, and it's got that kind of tingy wood sound. I like that sound. I like that sound. Anyway, so I'll have our little bamboo hut here. I just had a crazy thought, but I don't know if I can pull it off. I might be able to. Oops. Able to pull it off. That might be too big, but let's see in a second here. Take a look at it. Maybe a little bit smaller. Maybe here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's more like it. That's more like it. Okay, so put that there, that there. Oh, nope. Need to go the proper direction. This is what I was talking about when I said they gotta go the proper directions. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then what I'll have, this will be like the main deck. That'll be this up here will be the sleeping area. Kind of like the house, shall we say. I'll put a set of stairs down here at the back. And then we'll put the dock off of this side. I don't think the dock should be bamboo, though. I don't think the dock should be bamboo. Maybe I should stick with like a traditional oak for the dock. So over here we're going to go up to... and I'm out of food. I was watching that. And I was going, you know what? I should go get some food. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be just nice. Maybe down one. Maybe down one. We'll see. I might bring it down one. Yes, yes, yes. What can we make? Let's see what we got in here. We can make some sweet bread cookies that give us nothing. We can make some ground pork. We can make some more bacon. Make some more bacon. And let's cook said bacon. We like to cook bacon. Fud. Love it. Alright. Bacon is naughty. Now we need for more bacon is to go kill more piglins. I just remembered where all the bacon came from. I should say where all the pork came from. Oh, God. Yep. Okay. That's, yeah. That's a little, unnerving. Oh my gosh. Can I make a roof out of straw? I can make a thatch roof. I can make a thatch roof with hay bales. But wheat's another thing I cannot. Okay. I can make a thatch roof, but wheat is another thing that cannot be, cannot be cloned. Or I should say cannot be produced. So, in order for me to get wheat, I either have to make it using the nature essence, or just grow the damn stuff. Now, what the... Dude, really? Ow. Keep on doing that. Where is your frickin'... Is it in here? Seriously? It is in here. Get out of my house. Hey. My kitchen. My alignment decreased 15. My alignment is going to be so trashed and so through the hole that everything and everybody is going to hate me. Because I keep killing the trader. Bastard keeps encroaching into my house. Stay out! I should really put some panels on the floor there. I really should. Silver would be good. Can I make a silver plate? No, I can't. I can make an iron plate. I can make 2 iron plates. Make 2 iron plates. Put them at the door. There we go. Door auto close. Whoops. Wait a minute. Let's take a look at that again. What is that? A weakness plate. Oh, okay. Actually, I wanted to look over here for plate. Oh, what do we got? We got polished blackstone. We do that with polished blackstone? We have blackstone? Oh, we do have some blackstone. Polished. Polished blackstone. You polish up blackstone. Do you cook it? Nope. How do you polish blackstone? Oh, it's four regular blackstone. Oh my gosh. 4 regular blackstone, you do this, you get the polished blackstone. Okay, and then we do this, we get the polished blackstone plate, which we can put at the back door here. There we go. So now our house is secured because the door will close when we get the hell out of it. Okay. So now if there is anybody in our house other than us, they're an intruder and broke in. And we may do as we feel we must do. Okay. Anyway. Did this mod pack have the botany pots? I don't think it did. No, it didn't. It had the harvesters. That's right. And we do have some wheat growing over here. Which we could just twerk the hell out of. So, I mean, technically, I guess we don't really need to be able to clone them. But it would make the process faster. For those wondering, I am doing what is called twerking. That is the technical name that people have given it in Minecraft. They call this, when you crouch and stand back up again, they call that twerking in Minecraft. So I am twerking the crops to grow them. Because normally, this is normally how they would be. But if you twerk them in this mod pack, not regular Minecraft. This is definitely not regular Minecraft. But if you twerk them in this mod pack, it grows them fast. Ooh, excuse me. All right. So we got a few stacks. I almost screwed up my farmland there. So we got a few stacks. Let's see what we can make as far as the wheat goes. Balance it out. We can make 17 bales. Alright. Yeah, I kind of figured that. We will take that out, put it upstairs. Those in there. Okay. So, we can make some roof pieces out of thatch for the beach house. I'm kind of thinking low sloped roof. So we will. I like the sticks again. Why do I always out of sticks? I am out of sticks again. Look at that. Never fails. I go through so many sticks. Alright, let's do this again. Okay, so there's 12. That should do the front side on both sides of the roof. Then we're going to have this, which I don't think we're going to have enough for this. Because this is going to be 4, 8, yeah, we only have 4. So we're going to need more. Of course, we always need more. when do we not need more? Always need materials. Okay. So let's head back here. I do want to bring that down 1. It's too high. We'll just have that out of there. And we'll bring it down to there. So I don't really want a skyscraper, and I don't want to have to go 500 feet in the air to get into the damn thing. So that should do fine. Now for the roof, we will just tie it here. We're gonna need more than 12, aren't we? Oh no. 5 for this side, 5 for that side. Yeah. Woo! Oh, that was close. Almost threw myself off the edge. Yeah, we are actually gonna need more. Because we're gonna need 2 for this end, 2 for that end. And then of course we're gonna need are we gonna need a second row? No, we just need that and then we need the cap. So we'll need 2 more of this roof, 2 more of the low roof. And then that'll be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Wait, 7, 14. We need 14 total. Okay. Okay. Oh, for crying out loud. Just like that. I think that'll look nice. It'll look like a nice little beach house. We'll have this little deck here. I'll put the barrels on this deck. We'll put the... maybe I'll put the barrels out. Yeah, they might end up in the water all the time if I put the barrels... If I put the barrels out on the deck, or on the fishing dock, they might actually end up in the water all the time. The minions. Or the villagers, whatever you want to call them. They might end up in the water all the time. So I may not do that. But we'll see. Now as for here, I can actually build a simple set of stairs like this. And that's basically solved. That problem is solved. And on the front here, I can do the same thing. Like that. And that's solved. So just have the stairs there, stairs there. This will be the hut. This will be the working area. I like it. I think it's coming out really nice. Now, unfortunately, those guys I'm not going to be able to lock inside. Unless I get creative. What in the Sam hell are you just... Please tell me I launched you off the edge of the map. Get out of here. I tell you. The life of a property owner. There's always something. Okay, so we're gonna need more wheat to finish off the roof. I had what, two and a little bit. I had two stacks and a little bit on this last run, and that didn't get me. Well, it got me half the roof. So maybe if we go 3 stacks, maybe a little more than 3 stacks, that'll let us finish the roof. So I'm not even at 1 stack yet. This is what takes so long because you gotta run around, pick everything up. There's 2 stacks. 2 and a little bit. 2 stacks and a little bit. So not all of it comes right into your hand, because you know some people are just too stupid to turn on a magnet. Could have been doing that this whole time. It would have come straight to me. Okay, where are we at now? 3 stacks and, well, almost 3.5. Let's get 3.5. That should give me 3.5. Yeah. Okay, 3.5 stacks. Should be enough to finish the roof. Turn my magnet back off. That should be enough to... Oh god, I keep jumping on my friggin' farmland. Do not do that. That is not kosher. Okay. Need to make all the hay bales we can make. That's not all the hay bales we can make. Seriously? You're gonna be like that. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, so I needed 2 more of these, right? I needed 2 more of those. And then I needed 14 minus 4 of this style. So 4, 8, 16. Yeah. And then the capstone needs 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. Should do fine. Okay. Now, for the inside of the capstone, I want... Where is my light? Ah, you know what? I just use bamboo slabs. That'll be fine. Take some glass. Need a door. Now, I actually do not want to use a bamboo door, because it will look too mixed in. It'll look too bamboo, too much bamboo in one building. So we'll do it this way. I do have more. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the capstone pieces. Excuse me. So our capstone pieces are going to be there. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Now I want to go up. Alright. Grab our unfinished roof pieces. So this needs 1 more out. And on the inside, 1 more out. A little bit of overhang. Get to our 12s and our 8s. Okay, these guys, I have to come up like this because I don't want them to place upside down. They place like stairs. So if I was to just place them, if I was to just go bam, it would be upside down. So I have to place them as if I'm placing a set of stairs. And the easiest way to do that is to make 1 mage block under them, like that, and then go from the side. You can even see the stair shape. You can see the stair shape outlines. See the outline of the stair? So that's how you know where you're at. You just treat it as if it's a stair. There we go. Now our cap actually goes under our cap, like so. Beauty. And now we have a nice little beach hut. Okay, now comes the part where we fill in our walls. So, we'll get to doing that here. Then I, of course, need to remove that capstone to fill. And And that'll be our door there. Which I think would look better indented. Okay, now on the sides, because this is a beach hut, I want to have some nice. I want to have lots of sun in here, lots of sun. So I'm basically going to make it hugely open concept. And we're going to have open windows on 2 sides with a small window on the 3rd. So we're going to have small window, big window, big window. Just like that. Okay, our beds are going to be here and here. We'll have 2 beds in here. Out here we'll have our fishing stuff. Alright. Kinda like it actually. Now, I do want to mess around with some bamboo fencing. I think I can do it this way. No, I can't. I actually have to... Gotta make the sticks. Bamboo fencing, okay. And use that across the back here. Not that I'm trying to hold anything in. I'm not trying to hold anything in. I'm just trying to make it look nice. Excuse me. Then I need a few more. Oops. Actually, even one more than that. One more. Okay. Oops. We're gonna go smaller. And I will have a hanging light off the back here. Like a light post. So I'll have a lantern there. And I'll need a lantern inside too. So I need 2 lanterns. That'll pretty much be it for that building. I need the beds, the barrels. I need the dock yet. I haven't built the dock. So let's throw all of this in here. Okay, I'm gonna need the 2 beds, which we have out there. I'm gonna need the 2 barrels, which are out there. And I'm gonna need the dock. And the dock I want to make out of just oak slabs. We're gonna use regular oak. And we're gonna use oak logs. Excuse me. And we're gonna use oak fence. If we have oak fence, we do have oak fence, okay. Oh, and the lanterns. Let's take them all. Perfect. Huzzah, and away we go. Now, speaking of lanterns, we kind of left Buddy here in the lurch, because he's got a deck that shit can probably spawn on. So we'll fix that up. There we go. Alright, we'll need a light there. We'll definitely need a light inside. So, what side do we want? We'll put it above the door. That'd be good. Okay. Let's get our beds. 2 beds and 2 barrels. And these might be the only guys that actually have freedom. Because it's going to be a pain in the ass to try to keep them in their house. So these might be the only guys that have freedom. Until everything's all settled. So, the 2 beds are in there. I'm going to... Well, I guess I... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to finish the dock first. I was going to say, I guess I can go get them, but... if I do that... Then they're going to be out here, annoying the living piss out of me. while I'm trying to build this dock. Okay. This is just a very basic dock. It's got nothing special about it. I was gonna make the legs real skinny, but I figured, nah. Actually, you know what? I might actually do that, because these big thick legs kind of look out of place. So I may skinny them up. As soon as I decide how I'm going to do that. If I do... skinny leg like that, I gotta almost do something like that. Which, I mean, I guess I could do. I could make the dock a little bit higher. I don't like it. I don't like it. We'll stick to skinny fence. Or we'll stick to thick fence. Or thick legs. Boy. We'll stick to a thick-legged dock. Now comes the trick of making the dock look alright without it being alright. Because the last thing you want is a railing that makes your dock stupid narrow. So we'll use this as railing. We'll use these trapdoors as actual railing. That way, the dock is wide. And as I say that, I just realized, oops, I should probably put the railing on the outside, not the inside. Like so. And the reason you want the railing on the outside instead of the inside is because if it's on the outside, you can still put stuff on the dock. Ah, I missed it again. Come on, break. Jeez. Ah, I missed it again! Okay. I gotta do this from up here. Break you. Gimme. You. Okay. Where's my adder? Now, if I do this right, I should be able to slab. Then I can put door, pull them up, get rid of the slabs. Perfect. I'll do the same thing on this side because it's a lot easier. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. All right. I knew that was going to happen. Break down the side here. And now we have a dock that is 3 blocks wide, yet still has a railing. See? So they can fish off the end, but the railings will kind of stop, or should stop them from going off the side. Now, I'm going to completely screw that up. No, I'm not, because I'm going to put their barrels, I'm going to stack their barrels, just so they don't climb on top of them. That's the only reason I'm going to stack their barrels, is so they don't climb on top of them. Because I don't want them climbing on top of them. And, actually, I think I should break up the appearance by going like this and like this. There we go. Okay. That actually looks like 2 barrels that are standing opposite. Alright, so we have that done. Let's go get a couple of minions to become our fishing team. How about you and you? Put you there. Put you there. You guys will head to bed, and then in the morning you'll wake up and go fishing. Hopefully. So we'll hop in the bed. And let's go see how our fishers are doing. Oh, yep, they're both heading down the dock as sloppily as ever. They're, doing their best to. They're doing their best to fail at life. You can see that. You can completely see that. Why would you guys? Why would you come down here instead of walking out this way? Like, why? Why would you do this? Are you guys daft? Are you just that? Uh-oh. What the heck happened there? Oh! Weird. Where are you going? Why would you go? Why? Why would you try to walk that way? Why would you guys try to walk off the ledge to get to your... That just... I almost feel like I have to put the barrels dead center on the dock, like right here, for them to not be stupid. Do I need to do that? Do I need to not stupid you guys? Here, let's not stupid you guys. Come on. Come on. Let's get out of the way. Move off to the side. Okay, there's one for you. Oh, I gotta... Hold on. Want them facing up. At least if I'm gonna have to place them stupid, at least I want them to look alright. Get back. There you go. Okay, there's one for you, there's one for you. There you go. You guys can be stupid now. I don't... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What if I... Okay, wait a minute. What if I... You know, I'm gonna do you guys one better. Okay, hold on. Come on. Go like this. Wait, you're in the way. Like that. Okay, now move. No, you need to move. 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 What? I'm gonna punch you right in the nose. You do not stop. Okay. That there. Now, get out of the way. Does that work? I think that solves the stupid problem. I should even put it back here, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Solves the problem with the stupid. Technically. Nope, you can't jump up there. There you go. Okay. Now we have fishermen. We have they got their box here. They can fish off the end, even though they don't fish. But we can pretend. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. No. Beauty. I think that looks alright. With the nice little beach hut. They have the nice little beach hut. They have the nice little nice little life going on up here. Yeah. Really? You saw me standing up here, so you had to join the fun? Is that what that was about? Are you just... Dude. There, get up there. You want to be an absolute tool. Boy. I feel like I gotta do this now. I feel like I gotta anti-tool that. Anti-nitwit. Wait, can I... What if I put this up here? That should be enough to stop him. Can I see through that? I can see through that. Look at that. That's not supposed to be visible. That's not supposed to be visible. Oh. Yes, it is what it is. Okay, you guys. You're all set now. So we got fishermen. They're squared away. They got their dock. They got their little pond. They got their fishing stuff. They got 2 beds. They're all good to go. So I don't feel bad about the fishermen anymore. We can stop worrying about the fishermen. Now, what else do we have going for us? I feel like I'm missing a critical tool that I normally have. So give me one moment here. Okay, there are jetpacks in here. Are they stupid to make? Excuse me. They are not really stupid to make. They're actually not bad to make. Okay, so question comes, do I want these jetpacks? Or do I want these jetpacks? These jetpacks are easier, probably. Well, maybe... Steel block. Yeah, that's not bad. Steel block with bronze ingots. Bronze isn't bad. Bronze is pretty easy. Diamond dust. That's fairly simple. I can get that numerous ways. Crusher, pulverizer. I can get that numerous ways. That's pretty simple. That's of course the hardened or the armored one. This is the basic one, which is the basic control circuit. A chemical tank, which is fairly easy. I can make that right now. I have tin, steel. Everything looks good here. So I think we can go with this. I think we can go with this jetpack here. I don't see a reason not to. I'm actually going to need 3 of these tanks. And I'll show you why in a little bit. So we need the basic control circuit, which is made with some redstone, some osmium. So I need 20 millibars plus an osmium. Excuse me. Which is 2 redstone. 20 is 2 redstone. And an osmium, which we have a mountain of osmium. Why do I feel, though, that we're lacking on redstone? I mean, this thing over here should be crafting up redstone like a storm. We have 2 plans. I am failing right here. And you know why I'm failing? Because I have not upgraded my farmland yet. That is such a simple task, and I have not done it. Excuse me. That is such a simple thing to do, and I have not done it yet. So, I need 9 of these. And we'll do the farmland here. Because these are just the inferium seeds. So that's not a big deal. Right? This is just the tier 1 stuff. So all I need here is the tier 1 farmland. We're good to go. Show's on. Over here we need tier 3 for the redstone. Now tier 3 is a little bit of a step up. I don't know that we're there yet. Have I even made the stone? I don't think I've even made the stone yet. I have not made the stone yet. Unless I have it... Did I already put it in the crafting? No, I didn't, because I don't even have it in here. Okay. So, what's going on with you? You're just sending that over. Okay. I don't want you doing that anymore. I do not want you doing that anymore. We're going to cancel that out. Actually, we're going to take you right out. Okay. I want that essence, this inferium essence, coming over into here. Like so. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, this is where shit hits the fan because these were... Oh no, okay, that's not this mod pack. Okay, there was a mod pack that I was playing where these infusion crystals were tiered. So the infusion crystal, instead of having, you know, the one infusion crystal with 1,000 uses and the other with unlimited uses, it was this kind of tier. It started out with inferium, an inferium crystal, then it went with a prudentium crystal, then a tertium crystal, then an imperium crystal, then a supremium crystal. There was no unlimited crystal. Like, there was no master crystal, and there was no infusion crystal. It was just tiered up. And each tier, of course, increased the amount of usage, but you had to keep making the damn crystals. And it was such a pain in the ass. It was, pardon my French, but it was fucking nuts. So I'm so glad to see this is what I'm staring at here. Okay, now, I'm not too glad to see this is how you gotta create it. What the hell is this shit? Wait. Wait. What? What? What is this? You can't have an infusion crystal to create an infusion crystal. That doesn't work that way. And you can't have... What? Oh, now I'm confused. Oh, this one does have the tiers. Oh, mother. Ah. This one does have the tiers. I didn't think this one had the tiers. Oh, this is brutal. Okay. Hoi. Alright, I guess we'll start with this. Do I need the... Oh god, I need this crystal to level up to the next one. And I gotta get all the way up to Supremium before I can get the Master. Oh my god. This is gonna be murder. This is gonna be hell. This is gonna be absolute hell. Okay, well, let's create our recipe here. Excuse me. We'll leave it all on internal. Everything will stay internal. Apply. So it'll automatically start crafting. I'm gonna have to keep replacing this crystal. Oh wait, it didn't use it, or did it? Yes, it did. Okay, it did use it once. Okay. Oh boy. Ah, we're gonna get some seeds. Nice. I'll set up the Spherium seeds to be garbaged once we have a full field here. Oh boy. I feel like this is gonna be hell. I feel like this is gonna be so hell. This is gonna be hell in a cell. We're gonna have to do this as smart as humanly possible. As smart as humanly possible. I'm gonna have to build up to the Supremium level without running out of the earlier stuff. So I got 4 Prudentium. Is that what I needed? I need 4 Prudentium in the... Okay, in the earlier one. Okay. So I'm going to take the 4 Prudentium. We're going to make the next tier. We're going to make the next tier. But to make the next tier, we're going to need to make this first tier again. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need to do this 4 more times. So I'm going to make 4 of these. 4 of these. Hopefully make 4 of these. Okay. Now my goal is here, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to take this guy. And what I'm going to do with him is use him as the low level, because he's got more uses than these guys do. So I'll use him as the low tier, and then we'll work our way up. I don't know if that's the proper way to do this. I don't know if it's going to be successful. But that's what I'm going to try. So I'm going to replace this with this. That... Wait, what? Oh my god, I can't do that? Are you shitting me? I have to... Okay. Well, the game just said, fuck you, you're not doing that. So my goal was to keep swapping the higher tiers down to the bottom, because the bottom is going to have... It's going to be the most uses. You're going to have the most uses at the lowest level. Because you're only going to be making like 1 or 2 of these, of the high level stuff. This Supremium, you're only going to be making like, you know, 8, 9, 10 of them. Maybe a dozen. But the fact that you can't use that, you can't use the higher tier to push the lower tier, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh my god. Okay, let's throw this in. We got it to calculate. Oh, no. Oh. Internal. I gotta go get him out of the system. Alright, where are you? Essence. And I need my crystal. What are they called? Just crystal. Give me my crystal. Alright. Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad. Okay. Need 4 of these. Excuse me. And I'm gonna need this crystal. Ah! I need 1 of these to make another one of those crystals. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I need the dark green crystal, which means I gotta do this to make the dark green crystal. Okay. And then to make the orange crystal, I gotta do this. There's the orange crystal. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, next recipe. Next recipe. Orange crystal in the middle. Orange around the outside. That'll get us blue. Put that on the internal. Apply. Okay. Orange crystal. Okay. Boy. This is brutal. This is a brutal system. But we're doing it. We're doing it. Because this is not going to last. We have 222 uses left. It's going to burn through that. Probably have to put another one in there to keep it going. And hopefully it doesn't burn through this one. Hopefully it doesn't burn through this one, because I'm going to have to work all these. I'm going to have to remake all of them as it burns through them. So here, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Although the oranges are tier 3, which is... wait, is orange tier 3? Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, yeah. Orange is tier 3, which is kind of... which is what all we need for the redstone is tier 3. But yeah. We're working the problem, I guess. We'll call it that. We'll say we're working the problem. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for a little bit. I'll put these guys in here, just so they don't get eaten up. And then we'll work on... How about we work on some hydrogen? From mechanism? No. This one. This. Is this it? Oxygen, hydrogen. Yes. The electrolytic separator. We need an electrolytic separator. This guy. Okay. So we need 2 infused alloy. We need this core. Osmium dust, gold dust. Okay, osmium, iron, and gold. So we need 1 gold, 2 osmium, and an iron. We need to take those down to dust. So we'll grind that shit down to dust. Okay. That'll get us this core. We need infused alloy, which is redstone and iron. How much redstone? 10. So, okay, so 1 to 1. It's a 1 to 1, which means we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 iron, 7 redstone for that. So we got 7 iron, 7 redstone. Okay. Throw that shit in here. Oh, we need this. Throw that shit in here. Okay. And then it's just iron and the powders. Okay. So as soon as we have those 7, we should be able to make that machine. Okay, so we have an unlimited water supply over here. It's kind of what I'm going to need for this. So I think I'm just going to tie into that and bring this hydrolyzer down maybe here. I'll put the hydrolyzer like here. Which means we're going to need the 2 tanks off to the sides of it. So we'll go there. No, I want the out one. There. And there. Okay. Now I'll throw this tank in there. I'll throw that in there. You done? You're done. Okay, let's get this machine built. Craft you, toss you in there. Craft you, you're good to go. Okay. Now we need some pipe. We need some fluid pipe. Thankfully we already got some in here. And we already have a power line coming in, so that's good. Water. Okay, and we will... I'm just going to put that there temporarily, so I can plop that on top. That is not the way that goes. That goes totally backwards. There we go. Okay. Alright, hook up our water to the back. Water's going up. Okay. Now, mechanism. Whoop. Has some conduits I need for gas. This pressurized tube. Oh no, Joshua. Okay, so you come out, you go into there. You come out, you go into there. That's how we do that. Now I have to set up the machine. To set up the machine and hook it up to power. So we have 3 basic universal cable. That is not going to be enough, I don't think. I think we're going to need some more than that. Okay. So I gotta come over from there and down into here, but I want to set up this machine first because if I don't, shit's gonna go sideways. Alright, sides. Clear. 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 Items. We don't want items. We want gases. Eject. Left is output 1, right is output 2, and fluids we want back. Input. Energy. Input top. Okay. So input top on our energy line. And it up, and up, and up, and up, and up. That over to there. We're hooked up, and we are making some hydrogen and some oxygen. How's that? Now the oxygen, we're not really going to use the oxygen. The oxygen is just oxygen. Hydrogen is what's going to power our jetpack. So I need 2 bronze, 2 diamond dust, and a steel block. There's the steel block. I need bronze. Got the bronze, and I need to crush down 2 diamonds. Make diamond dust. Squish it. Make it mush. Oh. I got some pressurized tube from that too. Ah, you jerks. I should say that. That's one. Anything free is nice. Okay, so we'll grab our 2 diamond dust, throw them in here, and we will craft up our jetpack. How's that? Now, unfortunately, the jetpack takes our middle slot. However, you see +7 armor, +8 armor, so it's actually better. It's actually better than our chest armor, our current chest armor. So now, we need to fill it up. We don't have enough hydrogen to fill it up, obviously, because it takes. I think it's got a tank of 24. Yeah, 24. 2400. So we can fill it up with the 4,000 we got, and then come back later. But now, basically, every jump that I make, it's going to launch me into orbit. Let's add a trash for the Inferium seeds, since we now have the full field. We now have a full field of Inferium. We don't need to be grabbing the seeds anymore. This is still crafting. You can see we have 1 of the blues. We need 3 of the blues to get to the next tier. So that's going to be a thing. And, kind of loud. Jetpack can't save you from throwing yourself off a ledge. But it can Get you up top here, just check out your dudes. Alright, so those guys are in bed. These guys, they are both in their beds. Nice. They have selected and claimed their beds, which is good. I definitely want them doing that. Okay, so I think our village is moving forward. Yeah, we got our fishing hut in. I don't think anything can really fit in here. Maybe something decorative. Not really sure what, but maybe something decorative. Maybe I can put another farm field. Maybe I can give the farmer a second field. He's got a field here. Maybe I can put a farming field here too. Even if it's just for looks. He might not use it. Maybe I'll put potatoes in it or something. Or wheat, you know. Yeah. So there's an idea. Little farm field there. And then we need another building somewhere in here. Put a building here. And then put some buildings over here. Up this side. What do we have left to go here? I'll try to come up with some ideas before I launch the next episode. Before I record the next episode, I'll try to come up with some unique structure ideas. Like the fletching table. Kind of think maybe I'll put the fletcher here. Right in this spot right here. Because what I can do is I can put the building here. I can put the Fletcher's building here, and then I can have a courtyard over here with a couple of maybe target dummies in it. A couple of target bags. So just a little courtyard on this side. So it'd kind of be like a walled-in courtyard here. So you'd come in here to the courtyard where the arrow dummies would be, and then the building would be like here. You go into the building this way. Into the building, and the building, of course, would probably be up a couple of stairs, so it'd be probably a little bit higher. So this guy's view would be of an open courtyard here. So it wouldn't, because putting a building there, I feel, would kind of negate the whole reason for this guy having a window on the side of his building. So if I put an open courtyard here with some target practice bags in it. I forget what they're called. They're just called targets, aren't they? Yeah, these things. So I put a couple of targets in there, just for looks, and then of course the building, the house, the barracks, whatever you want to call it. I think that would work. I think that would look nice, and I could put the Fletcher in there, maybe even a leather worker. So that could be a thought for next time. I'll keep that in mind. But anyway, I think that is going to wrap it up for this episode. I got a lot done. I got building done. I got a jetpack on my back. I got a hydrogen system. We made some serious improvements in mystical agriculture. We're working our way up the tree here, up the essence tree, so to speak. We have the blue essence already. After the blue comes the red. So I mean, red is second from last. So we are moving up. We're moving up. Excuse me. Top off the tank here. So I think next time we are either going to maybe hit the nether. I want to try to capture a blaze spawner so we can bring it back and actually turn it into a mob farm. Either a blaze spawner. I don't think there is a wither skelly spawner, although I think there are ways of making a wither skelly spawner. think there are ways of actually making a wither skeleton spawner. You have to get their essence, I believe. Spawners can be collected with Silk Touch. Or maybe modified. Interesting. That is interesting. Look at that. That is so interesting. How do you even do that? You just apply the item to it? Or craft it with it? I don't know. That's weird. But there are some spawners. There's powered spawners. There's the mob grinding utilities has a spawner. Entity spawner here. There's a Solium spawner. There's these kind of spawners here. So there's all different kinds of ways of spawning entities. There's this spawner from RF Tools utility. I've used this quite a bit, and it is fairly decent. It's a fairly decent spawner. That basically you fire power and you fire matter into it. Hey, Chris. So you fire power and you fire matter into it, and it generates your creatures. So there's that kind of spawner. So I do want to get maybe either Blaze or Wither Skelly for that. We'll run a spawner. Other than that, I think we're moving ahead pretty good. Fill up our jetpack some more here. I think we should be able to top it off now. If you haven't seen all the episodes I posted last night, Chris, you're going to probably run into some spoilers here. Alright. So jetpack fully formed, or fully filled. Okay. So I think that'll be the game plan for our next building. It's going to be courtyard here, building here, and we'll put the targets. We'll put the targets in there, kind of make like a shooting range, a little bit of a shooting range. Because now we have this. Now we have this distance to work with. Because I brought this building out, so we have this distance to work with. So we can have a decently long courtyard here, maybe even an L shape. If I make the courtyard here, kind of like this way, and then we can come L shape into a building. Excuse me. I'm just getting ready to wrap it up, anyways, Chris. I've been on for about an hour and a half, and I need to get off here soon because my fiance is going to be coming back, and I promised her we'd play some WoW. So I'm going to have to wrap it up, and but this episode will be added to the playlist as well, so it'll be there for you. But anyway, thanks for stopping in and saying hi. I do appreciate that. So that'll be next time. We'll set up that. We'll do that building, and we'll have our Fletcher done. I need to do more with the bees over here too. I kind of started the bees and then kind of dropped them. I need to finish the beehives on this side and then add them to that side, so we'll have a full bee production going on here. So next time, I'm just jotting down notes here. Next time, bees and archery. Bees and archery. Next time. Oh, and nether. Nether. I want to get some, see if I can get some blaze. Was it DNA? I think it's DNA. I need the, oh, what is it called? I need the syringe. I need this guy. I'll need the syringe. I'll go stab some You know what? I'm going to make that right now, just so I don't forget next episode. Or next time I'm playing. We'll do that. We'll do this. This. So I want to go get some blaze, and I want to go get some wither skelly. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up. Again, thanks everybody for watching. If you're watching it live or if you're watching it afterwards, I always appreciate you guys. I mean, you're the reason I do this. I mean, it is fun for me. It's a lot of fun for me, honestly. But on the same note, I really enjoy the chatting back and forth. Even if it's after the fact, you know, in the comment section. I really love that. So take care, everybody. This is Jody, and I am signing off and getting out of here. Have a great weekend. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.